This review is on the movie 3,000 Years of Longing. I'm the anger guy, and I'm going to tell you like it is. Tilda Swinton as Doctor Alithea Binnie says her tale is true, but a person is likely to believe her if she tells her story as a fairy tale. Doctor Alithea Binnie was adequately happy and alone. She was alone by choice, happy because she was independent, living off the exercise of her scholarly mind. Alithea was a narratologist who sought to find the truths common to all stories of humankind. Once or twice a year, Alithea ventures to strange lands, to China, the South Seas, and the timeless cities of Levant, where her kind gathered to tell stories about stories. Istanbul, Turkey, has one of the largest metropolitan areas of the Middle East. Istanbul in Turkey straddles Europe and Asia across the Bosphorus Strait. Some of Alethea's fellow narratologists believe there are those who need to believe in jinns. A jinn in Arabian and Muslim mythology is an intelligent spirit of lower rank than the angels, able to appear in human and animal forms and to possess humans. During a conference about adventures in narratology in Istanbul, Alithea told the audience that one time people only had stories to try to make their bewildering existence coherent. After fainting at the conference, Alithea explains to one of her colleagues her imagination has been getting the better of her. She thinks it might be a warning for her not to be so complacent and be on her toes more. In the Grand Bazaar of Istanbul, there are many shops, but in one shop in a small room there was a pile of things, unsorted, old and new, and from the bottom of the pile, Alithea chose a memento, a small blue and white swirl design bottle with a glass stopper. The owner said it could be Sistbuba, a nightingale's eye. He continued and said around 1845 there were these glassmakers in Insakoy, and they were famous for their spiral blue-white pattern. To see if it was genuine, a person could see specks of blood within the bottle from the glass blower. The bottle Alithea was holding, the owner said he thought it was an imitation. It didn't matter to Alithea, she bought it anyways. During the next morning, she used her electric toothbrush to clean the dirt at the bottom of the glass stopper of the blue and white small bottle. She applied enough pressure to spring the glass stopper off, and slowly a stream of colored smoke poured out of the bottle, and a jinn appeared. After talking with each other for a while, the jinn, Idris Alba, asked Alithea what her 3 wishes were, or what is her heart's desire. Right away, Alithea disclosed a secret she never told anyone to the jinn. When she was a young girl living at an all-girls school and feeling lonely, most of the time a boy appeared to her. He was not of flesh or blood. The boy Enzo came to her out of an emptiness, out of a need to imagine. He told her stories in language only them two spoke. He always disappeared when she had a headache, but he was never far away when she couldn't move for asthma. She wrote about him in a large journal, and the more realism she tried to insert about him, the more it became silly to her. So eventually she burned her journal in the school's incinerator, and he disappeared forever. Getting to know and feeling more comfortable with the jinn, Alithea asked the jinn how he got inside her bottle. He proceeded to tell Alithea her bottle was his 3rd incarceration, which now has been 3,000 years since he's been free again to grant 3 more wishes. Alithea told the jinn she don't need 3 wishes because at this point in her life she has all what she needs. She is content and gratefully so. All through the film, Alethea's actions and what she said, I was convinced Alithea had a tumor on her brain and everything she saw was in her imagination. For example, the neighbors Clem and Fanny caught Alithea talking to herself. She had an imaginary boy with her when she was a young girl. Alithea explains to one of her colleagues her imagination has been getting the better of her. She had the incapability to feel other people's feelings. She said at one time the way her brain was wired is the source both of the power and her solitude. That's why she likes stories. She finds feelings through stories. Plus, with all her spare time, she is talking to a genie, for heaven's sakes. But within 19 minutes and 38 seconds left in the film, I was proven wrong. It could not explain it away, so I was incorrect in what I believed about Alithea having a tumor in her brain. Out of an alphabetic score, I give the film 3,000 Years of Longing a 7.5. Would I recommend to pay to watch this film? No, but the acting was superb. The storyline was totally original. The cinematography was excellent. In fact, I respect all the research that had to be done to create this film. But truthfully, the film was not my cup of tea. I think I would recommend this film if it had a twist at the end in the way I thought how the film would end. Nothing against jinns. I watched Dream of Jeannie all the time when I was an adolescent. Oh boy. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate your viewing and value your comments. Thank you.